I'm 67 years old. I was diagnosed with Parkinson's about 2.5 years ago, July. First symptoms that I found that I had difficulty getting out of a chair, difficulty getting out of the car. I fell several times, and then we found out later on my handwriting was minuscule, and just was wondering what was going on.
I was diagnosed 14 years ago with Parkinson's. Don't get frightened. I was frightened and I wanted to shut it up completely away.
When I was told that I had Parkinson's disease, I was shell-shocked, absolutely shell-shocked. It's a disease that you can't do anything about, and there's not a lot known about it. But my husband was a great supporter. He said, PMA, positive mental attitude, and we'll get through it.
October 2000, I was suspicious about Parkinson's. I started getting difficulty moving my left hand, and a slight tremor as well.
I've had Parkinson's for 20 years or so. First diagnosed properly when I moved to Lancashire from Hertfordshire down south. Before that, I had several years of strange symptoms really, some odd tremblings and so on, which was thought to be what they called a benign tremor. However, as you can probably see, I'm coping pretty well for that length of time. Some of the difficulties I get are occasionally I get bouts of freezing, which can cause very embarrassment to people around me when I stop and stagger and shake in shop doorways and so on. But generally speaking, I cope very well and I get a very good quality of life, largely due to the efforts of my wife, who is my carer.
My life has certainly changed since being diagnosed with Parkinson's. Seems that I'm going for appointments all the time. One thing that I found very helpful was coming out openly and sharing with people about having Parkinson's. Sometimes it was embarrassing, but it was easier to let people know up front what was going on if I had funny facial expressions or twitches or anything like that.
Don't be frightened. As long as you've got support, there's plenty of support groups about.
Unfortunately, it's one of those things you can't get rid of once you've got it, but you've got to cope with it.
You don't die from Parkinson's, you die with it. It's not a fatal disease, but it's a damn nuisance. The big thing is not to let it spoil your lifestyle as much as possible.
It's changed our lives. This is something else that's important, is the support level that you have around you. Getting to know the people, being on the pilot program for physiotherapy, that's been a special encouragement and help, and just seeing happy faces, getting to know one another in this difficult time of life.
You have lots of people like yourself, some worse, some better, and you can enjoy the fellowship, and it's been a terrific asset as far as I'm concerned. It's made a big difference where you can go out and meet people.
We have a support group every month locally in Preesall, and the lady who is part of Parkinson's UK comes quite regularly to the meetings, and they tell us everything that's going on, and there's plenty to do and plenty of support. I've not stopped doing anything that I did before. Still do gardening, we have classic cars and we go out in the classic cars a lot.
And I would encourage any as well to get involved in physical activity. This is very helpful with my Parkinson's. It helps with the tremors and helps with the cramps and things like that. We enjoy going to the gym. We enjoy bowling. We like walking along the prom, and I'm going to try to continue to walk as long as I can.
We'll just potter along and enjoy life as I am at the moment. Just hope things don't get too bad in future.
Yeah, we go to theatre as much as possible, and we get out into garden centres and around the countryside, and help to keep things running. It's a very useful organisation. It keeps you informed and helpful.
At the moment, I'm one of the lucky ones. I don't have a lot of trouble, but I would like to say to people, please, if you do get diagnosed and you get told Parkinson's, help's out there. Do try and grab as much help as you can, and don't shut people away.
Don't give up, just carry on and do the same things that you do all the time. You'll be very slow, But it doesn't matter, you've just got to keep a positive mental attitude and you'll be okay.
I'd recommend to anyone else who has Parkinson's to seek support from a support group and know that there's others that are going through this as well, but there's help and encouragement from those around you.